It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Chiefs and the Bolts on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brennan Garden alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys are coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Fouts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Fouts to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Let's go, dude. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Fouts. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Fouts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Second and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
On 1st down, Means, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Throwing is Fouts. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and
1. To throw is Fouts. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brings up second and 9.
Second and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Okoye. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Powers through him. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Means, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 32nd-yard line. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down at 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To number 35. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Chiefs.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 23-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Hall.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Second and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And they weren't